Once I found myself at a table with ordinary Poles in a small Polish town. This was, of course, before the modern Cold Curtain fell. After we had some tea, I started speaking in Belarusian, and they continued in Polish, and we understood each other perfectly. We joked, laughed, and discussed Gleb and Lewandowski, comparing them. I also got quite close with a girl from Poland named Lena. We still keep in touch on social media. I can confidently say that ordinary Poles are great people. I only sympathize with them under the regime's oppression, which doesn't even belong to itself. They and their sports are under it now. But their sports have patrons. How else to explain? Here's the next case. Former world number 1 from Poland, Igor Swiatek, used doping, specifically trimetazidine, which stimulates the heart. If this headline were about a Belarusian or Russian tennis player, God forbid, our athletes would face severe penalties. Another Rodchenkov would emerge, and sanctions, suspensions, and other nuisances from the Free West would follow. But here everything's okay. The result was a 1-month suspension, Swiatek's recent tears online, and everything quietly fades away. In comparison, Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva received a 4-year ban for the same trimetazidine, which is unclear how it entered her system. Let's compare a month to 4 years. Or Swiatek to Valieva. Classic double standards that make you sick, just like the truth there is only true when convenient. And when it's trendy, like the next act in modern Polish style. This banner was displayed by fans of Cypriot Ammonia. To my great surprise, the local team played against Warsaw's Legia in the UEFA Conference League, and the fans decided to remind who liberated Warsaw. But let's remind them too. The capital of Poland was under Nazi occupation from September 28, 1939. Warsaw was liberated on January 17, 1945. On the 5th day of the Vistula Oder offensive by the Red Army's 1st Belarusian Front and the 1st Polish Army. Legia, like a disgraced pup, appealed to UEFA over a truthful banner, though they just got fined €17,500 for offensive banners. During a match with Minsk Dynamo. And what about UEFA? By the way, one of the world's reasonable sports structures. What will they say about the Cypriot banner? That the Soviet army didn't liberate Warsaw? Well, that would be a lie. Or that our ancestors didn't liberate Bratislava, Bucharest, Belgrade, and Budapest, or didn't liberate Prague and Vienna at the cost of their lives. In Poland alone, over 600,000 Soviet soldiers died during the Great Patriotic War. And naturally, the Cypriot blogger extremist with the call sign Krasava said nothing about the Cypriot banner, but he did speak one summer day about this. Clubs for gay culture. Is this a gay club? It's a gay club. Just an ordinary gay club, yes. Look here. Where men come for pleasure with men. LGBT tournament? That never happened before. I wanted to join one of the teams and play for them, but we ran out of time. So let's see how it looks. This is Hamburg, this is Germany, this is freedom, and this is Euro 2024. Georgia, a beautiful country now caught in a political whirlpool, where football legend and now Tbilisi mayor Kaka Kaladze suddenly found himself out of trend when he realized the resources the collective West uses to destabilize his homeland, including imposing LGBT propaganda and plunging it into sodomy. Kaladze stated the following, and I'm sure a parade of such statements will begin.
Today Zelensky doesn't belong to himself, his family, and most difficult, he doesn't belong to Ukraine and the Ukrainian people. He serves the interests of another country. I'm sure the Ukrainian people will soon understand and analyze all the processes that have occurred, and with whose support the misfortune happening in Ukraine today unfortunately happened.
Such an awkward moment dawned, and in general, when some football legends from my childhood, including Belarusians, started speaking, I sometimes think it would be better if they kept quiet, as now we have to speak the truth, like now. When there's no clear path or understanding that the main value is people in the homeland, it results in such confusion. Let's move on. Working class Britain is the birthplace of the #1 game, as it was in such neighborhoods that football emerged and the most popular clubs on the planet were founded back in the 19th century, like Manchester United or Liverpool. Workers went after hard shifts distracted from routine, but now in England, the following happens. Team captains must wear rainbow armbands. Ipswich captain Sam Morsy refused due to religious beliefs, and Crystal Palace captain Mark Guehi showed his religiosity right on the armband. Mark wrote, "I love Jesus" on it, but almost faced sanctions. The league didn't punish the player yet, but reminded him that religious inscriptions are prohibited. Translated to our language, nothing sacred. If Polish football and sports think they won't soon have to wear such armbands, they're deeply mistaken. And I just feel sorry for those ordinary people I once sat with at the same table. All the best.